Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Anil Joshi. Welcome you to my series Iconology and Temple Architecture Perspectives. Pampa Sarovar has got its own importance in Hampi. Though there are a lot of places to see, there are a lot of man-made things. There are certain things which are natural. There are certain things which are there for thousands of years, and there are certain things of which mention is in Puranas, also in Ramayana, because lot of major events of Ramayana has occurred in Hampi. Hello and welcome. We are meeting again in Hampi. Hampi is very important, not only from those who follow religion, but also for those who follow history and for also those who want to know why India was called as the most prosperous country in the world, why Vijayanagar was called as the richest town, richer than Rome at its time, that is in 15th century. So for that it has to meet certain criteria. It has to have a biggest trading center. It was the biggest trading center in Asia as far as horses, diamonds, gold, silver are concerned. Not only that, it was also a biggest market for the weapons, then also for those who want to sell their horses, then camels, believe it, camel I said, even camels were sold here, and the city was so prosperous that it had a supermarket of diamonds, silver and gold separately, horse market separately, so also a market of pan supari, that was also a separate big market having stalls, hundreds of stalls were there. Now all these things were attracting many foreign visitors. Is it that the only place for trading? No, it was also a historical place. A lot of events mentioned in Puranas and Ramayanas have occurred here. This was a Kishkinda in Puranas. In Ramayana, it was a birthplace of Lord Hanumana. It was a kingdom of Vali and Sugriva, and Prabhu Ramachandra has stayed here while going to Sri Lanka for a couple of days. He has worshipped here Shiva, whose temple is still there, and also there are many other architectural, iconological, temple designing point of view, like a Vithala temple which has got a musical pillar. Here there are plates which can sing. After Vithala temple, you can also see big Gopuram that was there in the Hampi. Big Gopuram, singing pillars of Vithala, and also royal enclosures. Now, royal enclosures means it was a king's palace and a place for activity at that time. You can see ruins, but that can give you how much gorgeous it would have been. We have heard of stories of Telani Ram and Krishna Dev Raya, which has occurred here. Now here there are big elephant stables, which means that they have large number of elephants with them. They were having processions of horses, elephants there in front of stable. Then they have a large zanana, which was including a lotus palace. Then also there is queen's bath, summer palaces. Their queens were staying absolutely in comfort. And what kings were doing? Every day morning they were going for a war exercises. That was in front of elephant stable, where they had teachers right from Mongolia. So they are learning all arts of war here. And you can also see certain pushpakaranis, that is wells, the designing of which is at such a geometry and with such a preciseness that you will be just stunned looking at it. And believe it, it was constructed in a very short time. Go anywhere in the town, you will find a Gopuram of Virupaksha temple. Go anywhere in town, you will see hills of the Matunga hills, then Hanuman birthplace, that is Anjanadri hills. So also many temples, many supermarkets. So do visit Hampi after a brief idea. Main aim of our series is to give you a brief idea about multiple monuments. However, that is not possible to cover in one lecture. Therefore, we have got multiple lectures. Stay tuned to us, see our multiple videos, subscribe to us and enjoy the wealth of knowledge and know why India was the most powerful, why Vijayanagara Samrajya was most powerful, why it was the largest supermarket, why it was attracting tourists all throughout, and what was the technological advances. Let's get going to each topic. Now, out of the two, that is the Pampa Sarovar, we are going to see first right now. We'll see it in detail, why it is called as important, and also we'll go to Shabari Gufa, which is immediately next to it. Both are near each other. Once you go there, they are adjacent to each other. So first we'll take which was ancient, which was mentioned in Puranas and what has got a religious importance. So that is a Pampa Sarovar. It is in the Koppal district near Hampi, the south of the Tungabhadra river, and considered as sacred by Hindus, and is one of the most important Sarovar as far as Hinduism is concerned. According to Hindu theology, there are 5 sacred lakes collectively called as Pancha Sarovara. Now, which are the Pancha Sarovara? Bindu Sarovar, Narayan Sarovar, Pampa Sarovar and Pushkar Sarovar. So these are the Sarovaras which are frequently visited. That's why you get here a lot of people from all over India. It is holy and it is important for people. Some believes that they should visit all these Sarovaras. Now it is mentioned, as I told you, is in Srimad Bhagavad Purana and also in Hindi or Hindu sculptures. Pampa Sarovar is regarded as a place where Pampa is the name of Parvati, a form of Shiva's consort. Parvati performed penance to show her devotion to Lord Shiva. She has done it for many years. It is so one of the Sarovar that finds a mention in Hindu epic, also in Ramayana, as we have seen just now. As far as Ma Parvati's life is concerned, it is important. It is important for Ramayanas also, because this was a place where Rama met Shabari, and Shabari was waiting for Rama for more than 13 years. She was old when she met Rama, and she gave a good clue for Rama as far as way to Ravana, that is Sri Lanka, is concerned. And she was the main responsible for a meet between Rama and Hanumanta, and both were intricately associated for the war then onward. Now, this is one of the Sarovar that finds its mention in epics, Ramayanas, and also today popular in people. A lot of people come from long distances to see it. It is on the north bank of Tungabhadra. Lake is located in a valley. Is a place where Sri Rama and Lakshmana met Shabari for the first time. This also happened to be a place where Pampa, a form of Parvati, meditated for Shiva and performed penance. As instructed by Guru Matanga. Guru Matanga was Guru of Shabari. He had Matanga ashram here, and he was the main responsible person for Shabari to tell that Sri Rama will come and you will fulfill your life's expectation to meet him here. And that happened on the banks of Sarovar. In addition to the Shabari ashram, here is a Lakshmi temple, Sri Rama Padam and Shiva temple facing the lake, that we are going to see in our photographs, all these temples. So also we are going to see this small lake and gufas also. Pampa Sarovar is located near Anjanadri Hill. So while going to Anjanadri Hill, if you are taking the road from the bridge, you can take this. But there are some other ways also which are mentioned when we had talked about Anjanadri Hill video. From foothills of the Anjanadri Hill, Anjaneya, Anjanadri or Anjana, all are name of same hill, located about a kilometer north to the main road, and you can even spot, you can see it, the way, and you can hear the chanting of Sri Rama by the people who are going to the Anjanadri Hill. This unpaved path leads towards the Pampa Sarovar, tracing the ridge of the rocky hill. You can climb and visit this place with other sites in Anegondi like Anjanadri Hill, then Huchappa Mantapa and Bukas Aqueduct. Then cover this as a part of 5 routines suggested Hampi for the religious people. A lot of people follow a religious route and a lot of people follows a tourist route. Both routes are different, but altogether they make entire Hampi's presentation. The Pampa Sarovar lake is located in a valley and it is hidden from all sides by stones. Then it is very near to the Anjanadri hill, and many people make the trip of boat together, provided you are taking a path from the bridge. Otherwise, there is some other ways also. The lake is filled with lotuses. That is earlier description, but when we saw, it was not there, and really pictures when the flower blooms. There is a Lakshmi temple, yes, we saw it, as well as Shiva temple facing the pond. Next to the pond, under the mango tree, stands a small Ganesha shrine. In the Ramayana, Pampa Sarovar is mentioned as the place where Shabari, she waited for many years, and almost after Rama was during his Vanavasa, he met her. Then they had some discussions together as to how to reach Sri Lanka, and Lord Hanumana also joined them, and this all happened in the Rishi Matanga's ashram. That is a place where the worship was going on, where teaching was going on, and where the young boys were learning all rituals. The pond and the shrine are located in the scheduled valley, hidden by the bolsters, big rock stones, and the pond is rectangular in shape, is usually filled edge to edge by the floating lotuses, but when we went, it was not there. The whitewashed shrine is located right next to the pond. This is the functioning temple, and idol worship are the Lord Shiva and his consort Parvati, that is Pampa. The name Hampi has come from Pampa. Pampa, Pampi, Hampi. That's how it went. This shrine is much ancient than many of the temples in the Hampi. So one of the most important and ancient, because it is mentioned in Bhagavad Puranas, also in Ramayanas. A vividly painted musical instrument placed in the temple courtyard is interesting. The instrument at a time plays a drum, then metal plates and a couple of bells attached to it. The whole thing is driven by the motor attached to the mechanisms. These were the temple musical instruments originally played by the temple musicians. Now the machine plays it all together during the prayer time, that is typically morning and evening. So if you want to see how they are today not by the musicians, but they are artificially, then you can go there and have a look. A bit north to the line is the temple kitchen. Just opposite to under is a mango tree, is a circular platform built around it. Then tall Vinayaka, that the elephant-headed god Ganesha statue painted in fluorescent colors. Now let's have a look at it. Now uphill you are seeing is Anjanadri hill. It is just a kilometer away from it. You can have a look at it. Now these are the Sarovaras, clean water. When we went there, there were no lotuses, but there is a mention that they are filled. This is the Pampa Sarovar. Then you can find a cave also where Ma Parvati was staying and she was worshipping for Lord Shiva. The site is very nice, very beautiful, and this is the cave. It's naturally cave. Now we come to the Shabari Gufa. Shabari Gufa is a place which was earlier Rishi Matanga's ashram. Shabari was staying there. She was a devotee and she was waiting for Sri Rama to come. So we'll see now how the Shabari Gufa looks like. It's a beautiful place, and those who has got strong spiritual desires all come to see her here, and due to this she could not fulfill her wish. There is a story which is associated about the Shabari in the past. Shabari in the past was a beautiful princess. So Shabari in past was a beautiful princess, but she had a strong interest towards spirituality. So being a princess, she was free to do anything, but her interest was in spiritualities. But whatever she was doing could not fulfill her wish, because as a princess there was nothing much devotion she can do. Actually she can do it, but she did not do it. So at the end of the day she thought that it is not a proper way she should live, and to fulfill this desire she requested God to give her a rebirth in a poor family and make her little ugly in appearance. So in next birth she became a Shabar caste girl, basically Bhilla. They are the one who lives in a forest. Now she went in a jungle when her engagement was going to happen. She did not like it, she did not want it, and she spent her full time in Matanga Rishi's ashram, worshipping the Rishi, then doing some ashram work like keeping it neat and tidy. So everybody was happy, even Rishi Matanga was happy. He thought she is really a sincere worker, and then he accepted her as a student and he gave all the rituals and education to her. A pious devotee of Rama. Her main devotee, she was a pious devotee of Rama, and she was praying every day that she wanted to see Rama. She lived in ashram after Guru Matanga left. Now 13 years passed. She was just waiting every day that Sri Rama will come and that will fulfill her life's achievement. Now she proceeded to feed Rama when he came. So ultimately a day came when Rama came. Shabari gave him the berries, or you can call in local language as boar. So she gave him boar. Then Ram and Lakshman both were very happy. They were touched with her hospitality, and they were touched with her sincerity and devotion towards Rama and Lakshman. So both of them bowed to her feet. So though Ram was God, he was a very, very polite person, and when he see devotee like Shabari, he has touched her feet. Then they narrated to her that the incidents of Sita's kidnapping. Then Shabari suggested, okay, after hearing this, Shabari was knowing it, so she told that they can take help from the Lord Hanumana because he was very strong. So they can take help of the strong warrior Hanumana and Sugriva and their monkey kingdom with their all these military. They can be made use to fight against the Ravana. Now Lord Rama took a sacred bath in Matanga lake, which we have seen just now. Before her Guru Matanga Rishi died, he told her that he would certainly meet Rama, and that was fulfilled when Prabhu Ramachandra met her. Then she gave him the boar, that is the strawberries, you can call, not exactly the correct word, but something near it. With that, Ram was very pleased. He touched her feet, and then she gave the advice that they should take the help of Hanumanta to attack Ravana. And so also she told him that how they should reach Sri Lanka. Now this Shabari Gufa is absolutely peaceful. You sit there, close your eyes, pray your God, and I'll tell you, when you'll open eyes, not only a minute, it might be some half an hour to 1 hour has passed. You'll never know. Now I asked the guide what is the reason for that. What he told is, the air you get here in Shabari Gufa is extra purified and it has got extra oxygen, because the ventilation takes place from the spaces in the rock and the air comes right from the forest. So it is very rich in oxygen, very cool, and you will never know when the second has gone to minutes and minutes has gone to hours, and you will only know that yes, it is time for you to leave. But definitely if you visit this place, just spend some time, have a quiet sit there, close your eyes and enjoy the freshness of air, which we rarely get in large cities and towns. With that, we are coming to end of lecture. I thank you for giving me your time. If you have more information, please let me know. If I have added into your knowledge, yes, subscribe us, give us a like. See you, goodbye, and we'll meet again in next lecture.